Hey, yo, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. If you don't see a red box above my head, that means you're catching the replay. All you have to do is comment #replay. We're going to make we're going to play with the new tassel maker. That's what we're going to do today, y'all. So when you come on in, hit the heart button for me. And we are going to begin. So I need to open this up. Just pulled this out of the box, y'all. So the keyword is Tassel, Tassel. If you are just hopping on, so comment that. Let me get this open. Save the cardboard. Save the cardboard. All right, where are all my friends at? There they are. I hope y'all are well. Hold on. Let me get the right thing, y'all. Let me copy it over
I
here.
have something funny to say.
Oh, here's Zach.
It's not funny. It's actually a very important question because it's breaking news this morning.
Breaking news.
Apparently, your boy up in Kansas City,
Oops.
the tight end, Kelsey,
Okay, let's get that.
is dating Taylor Swift. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Apparently.
Hi, guys.
What do you guys think?
Hello, hello. All right, so let's get this opened. Apparently, I need scissors to do this. So let me grab some scissors. See if we can do this, y'all. So when you hop on, hit the heart button. Comment the word tassel. I'm gonna scoot y'all back so that you can see everything that we're doing. I've got some beads. I don't know. We're gonna play with the new tassel maker. See if we can figure it out. All right, so I've got some shapes here. These are wood shapes. They come in a pack of 3. We're going to use one of these. It looks like we've got a bow, a tree, and a star, and they go along with this transfer called Better Not Pout. So I've just got it all today. We've got the new tassel maker. I'm going to show you how to use it. All right. So what do I want to do first? Let's go ahead and add our design here. So let me open this up. Hello, friends. So down below is what we call a pinned comment, okay? And that pinned comment has the link to our live wood cutout sale tonight, September 21st, 7:30 p.m. You click on that, click going. It will be on the replay for, I don't know, a couple of days. So right now what I'm doing is cutting the transfer so that I can grab, actually, I think I'm just going to do the bell with the bow. So let me grab my colors. I think we're going to use cherry and we're going to use gold. Shimmer gold. All right, so these are reusable. Okay. I like to cut mine up and keep them all on this backer sheet. You could cut them up individually and then just store them in the package that they came in. I like to keep them all in one little sheet. So let's fuzz this. This is applying lint to the back of our transfer, y'all, so it doesn't stick too well to our little wood surface here. Okay, and it is wood, as I mentioned. So let us see which side this goes on. So this is the bell, and it's going to line up perfectly on your little cutout. So let me just get it lined up here. I'm struggling. Okay, let's try this. Let's grab it at each corner and then lay it down, okay? Yay, Marilee, how are you? Hello, everybody. It is. It's Friday Eve. All right, so we're going to get a little bit detailed today. So ideally, I want the bell in gold and the bow in cherry. How am I going to accomplish that? Well, I am going to grab the multi-tool, and we're just going to drag that paste over the screen I need to pay attention so that I don't go into the bell area. And I may be saying the wrong words because we have a bell and we have a bow. So just correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so cherry is the color that I'm using for the bow. It is like a deep red color. Super pretty. So if you don't want that real vibrant red, this is the color for you. All right, so I'm gonna be extra careful around the edge of the bow. Now, I will tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to lift this up because I want to release the paste from the screen so that it doesn't dry inside the screen, okay? So because I lifted all of this that I have not chalked, I'm gonna press it down and we're gonna continue with the bow very carefully. Very, very carefully. We're doing it, y'all. We're doing it. And then if you need to grab an even smaller squeegee, we have what's called a detail tool. Let me grab this paste off of this squeegee though. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna get way inside those little bitty tiny lines. You don't have to do this, y'all. You can just do one color, one and done. If it's easier for you, go for it, okay? Now I'm gonna lift up this side and release that paste and then lay it back down. And now we're gonna go in with the gold. But before we do that, I'm gonna clean off my multi-tool over here. Grab this shimmer gold and we're gonna just go down along the screen, pushing that paste through. So on a wood surface, this paste is going to be permanent. Okay, if you were using a chalkboard surface that is reusable, you could take this off and apply it, like apply the same trains for different colors. Okay, but this is wood. And I will tell you right now that the shimmers take longer to dry. So I'm not gonna worry about picking it up right away and releasing the paste from the screen. I'm just gonna be extra careful around the bow area. So, I'm gonna be quiet, y'all. Gotta concentrate. Pick up all of your excess. I'm gonna shift it around here so that it's more comfortable for me to work with. Oh, there's the doggy. I must be disturbing her peace because she is going to the other room to sleep. And we have a fly in here. All right, I think we're good. So I'm gonna put all of my excess, which is not a lot, back into the jar. Close these up, and away we go. Hi, Sally Smith, how are you? Okay, here we go. Peel and reveal. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is super cute. Look at that, we just did that. We just did that on a piece of wood. Super cute, right? All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean this off, and then we're gonna attempt to make a tassel with the new tassel maker. I'm excited for this. All right, so I'm gonna grab my board eraser. This is the white spongy thing I have in my hand. This helps remove that paste from the screen and on the screen area, okay? Then I'm gonna flip it over, sticky side facing up, because you wanna clean the back as well. can remove that. Stay. Then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to wash off or wipe off the excess water that's there, because I'm now going to take this, and remember I said I like to keep all of my stuff on the sheet. I'm just going to put this right back in the spot where it belongs. See? Now I can use the rest of it whenever I please. Okay? All right, so let me get some real scissors. Let's dry our super cute bill and bow. I think this is going to be cute, y'all. Zach's in the comments, y'all, helping you out. Thank you so much, Zach. All right, so that is dry. So let's take a stab at the tassel. So I'm going to scoot up just a little bit. So this is our new tassel maker. It is in the supply list whenever you comment tassel. All right, so this side says wrap. This says tie, and then it gives you the different measurements, however long you want your tassel. Okay, so I got to think about this because I want to put, I'm going to cut this fairly long. Just go with me, okay? I'm sure there's multiple ways that you can do this, but I think I'm going to use this piece to string my beads, okay? And I'm actually going to, let me think about this. So I want this to stay here, just like so. So I'm actually going to grab a piece of tape. Got my little tape dispenser, y'all. And I'm gonna put my tape right here, just like so. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Then I'm gonna grab the rest of my twine, and we're gonna do 6 inches, I think. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I am going to, it's probably confusing because of all my twine, but just go with it, okay? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start wrapping it around the 6-inch line, okay? The 6-inch marker. Now, because I have all of this extra here, it's making it just a tad bit difficult, but I did that for a reason, because like I said, I think I'm going to string my beads on the long piece. Okay, so you just keep going. Let me put my twine on the floor so I have lots of it, okay? So you just keep going, however thick you want, thin, you do you, y'all. Okay, so I'm just going to keep wrapping it around like so. Usually when I make these on my hand, I do about 15 to 20 loops normally. But it's usually just the width of my hands like this, okay? So let's keep going. Keep moving this out of the way. I don't know what number we're on, y'all. I haven't counted. So I'm just gonna keep going. Hello, hello. I know, isn't it a cool tool? It's pretty awesome. So it is in the supply list, just comment tassel. I want mine pretty thick. So let's just keep going. If I didn't have this string here, I could just wrap and wrap and wrap, but there's a method to my madness, okay? All right, so it's gonna be double-sided. Let me go a couple more times. So this is a 6-inch. And think we're done right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna lay it here on my desk. And remember these little pieces, right? That I first put down and taped. Well, I am going to now lift the tape off, like so. Put it to the side. And what we're gonna do next is we're going to tie it, like tie a knot. Let me see how long these are. There we go. Okay, so now we're just gonna make a knot or whatever you wanna do. Right here, like that. Okay, you'll see that. And we're gonna do it again so that it's extra tight. Just like so, okay? Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this string that's attached to my jute on the floor. And we're gonna pull this off, kind of shimmy it off. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. Hold on. Please hold. I did not do that right. Please hold. It's my first time trying this out, y'all. Y'all are my guinea pigs. Okay, let me do another loop around the back. There we go. Now I can take, and my theory was to use that string, but I don't know that I'm going to use it. Okay, let me see if these are tight enough or sharp enough to cut through this. I may have to grab my fabric scissors. So far, so good. Okay, so there's your tassel, just like so, okay? So then, ideally, what I wanted this to do was to be up here in this hole, but that didn't work out. So we're going to cut this off. And now what I'm gonna do is grab a piece of this and I'm gonna just thread it through the hole at the top, okay? Like this. And there's your tassel, okay? Whee! All right, so now I'm gonna take, I've got my little bucket of beads over here. This right here, I've had for a very, very, very long time. And we're going to, let me see, how do I want to do this? Let's put them on our little bead threader first and see if we can get 2 pieces of jute through these holes. I don't know that we're going to. I will tell you that baker's twine is thinner and sometimes easier whenever you're making these, because some of the beads do not have very big holes. All right, so here is my tassel. So I'm going to just pull this through, and now our beads are on the string. Okay, so I'm gonna do another set of 6. Without this, I would have never gotten both of those through, y'all. Just saying. That one is not open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, same thing. Put it through this hole. And then you're just going to pull from the heart, because there's a heart shape on the back of this, and then pull the rest of it through. Ta-da! Okay. Now, remember the little bell that we made? We are going to punch a hole with our power punch. This is a power punch. I'm going to punch a hole right there in the center. Right about there. Okay, so now we have a hole. And then I think what I'm going to do, let's see here. How do I want this to lay? Let's put 1 piece through. And then we'll just tie it. So hit the heart button, y'all. Type in the word tassel.
Is that Threader in your Amazon store?
It is. So when they type in the word tassel, click on shop products and you will see it under our Amazon storefront.
That almost looks like it could hang from Santa's hand back there.
Oh yeah, it possibly can. So there you have it. Look, we did it. How stinking cute is that? You can make these however long you want. You can make them small to fit on a tiered tray. You can make them, I don't know, triple this length. I kind of like the small. But we made our tassel, y'all, with our tassel tool. How fun was that? So comment the word tassel, get all the supplies, have fun with it. Easy, easy peasy. And we'll see you tonight. Don't forget to click the link below to RSVP to get the live notification on our sale, okay? Bye, friends.